I'll
Yeah.
listen to something else.
No, but I do agree that, I mean, and I even said this myself. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be in this community while this shit is going on. But the thing is,
Mm.
if I left, what would that look like? You know
I
what I
know,
mean? To
I
these
know.
people that are already dragging me for all this time, you know?
But I mean, that everyone's focusing in on the CP element, and in my video, I break it down from what I read on that document. You know,
Right.
I don't know what the 2019 is about. Whether that was when the complaint was made. If so, why did it take a year to come and actually submit the warrant? Um, because to me, reading that, it looks like it was an error. And if there's an error there, then it's inadmissible in court
Right.
because it wasn't 2019 that you arrested; it was 2023. And
Well, it's
yes, the warrant.
2020.
Oh, sorry, 2020.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's still early in the morning for me.
No, it's fine.
Um, in 2020 instead of 2019. So that was the first thing I spotted and pointed out in my videos. And everyone was focusing in on the fact that, yes, in the top left, it does say, um, that they were there specifically to look for CP. Um, they've got to have a reason to enter your home. Um, and, for all accounts, there's nothing I've seen that anyone says that they found any. And
Right.
you've delivered your story. Now, admittedly, I'll say it to you, well, almost to your face. Um, I find the story a little suspicious, just because of the way it was presented with Alex's phone call. But I'm not diving into it anymore. And until the court has either said you are guilty or innocent of anything you've been accused of, I'm not going to weigh in on it
Right.
because there's just so much misdirection and bullshit going around with it that it's pointless having an opinion on that sort of thing at the minute. I would agree that no one should be helping predator catchers in that regard with an open case, as you've said. But in terms of knowing the facts, we don't know all the facts. And that's where I stand on it.
Well, I appreciate your stance.
But yeah, I mean, I was pretty much the only one defending that in the chat. Um,
Oh, yeah. Well, if you go on Jeff's or Cap's or whatever, or Ryan's, they're just all the whole chat's in it to just drag me the whole time, you know? So. Rob Rant's actually saying reasonable, logical things, refreshing. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's the thing as well. In the first video that I made on this at the request of Haystack, coincidentally enough, I only found out about all this going on with that predator catcher channel, whatever it was.
Oh, Prey
Um,
Catcher Drama.
yeah, I only found out because of
Yep.
that. Because of Haystack, he left a comment on one of my videos saying, "Can we get an opinion on this?" Because I'm fairly well known for giving an honest opinion.
Yeah.
Um, and I said, yeah, fine, show me the evidence, and he linked only one video, and that's the video I based my entire video on. I wasn't aware of anything else that was going on. And I go through all the logical elements. You've got 2019. Yes, there is the CP issue on the warrants. Then you've got the names mentioned. And I point out the only time you are actually mentioned is the drug charge. Everything
Right.
else relating to the statement of that message is your brother.
Yep.
So,
That's true.
hmm.
I don't think you should be here, being you don't believe in Edward and you stand with. Um. The only thing that I'm banning is people calling me a pred because I'm not one. It's
Yeah, I mean, until there's actual evidence that proves anyone is a pred, like I accept as soon as someone says they've got chat logs and can easily pull them up. If there's chat logs, I'll agree with you. I'll call
sure.
anyone a pred. But when you've got no evidence apart from a police record that has an error, in my opinion, um, and doesn't go into an extensive detail on it, then I can't call Edward a pred. You know,
And anytime I've given you, like I sent you a couple things. Remember the even the shirt thing or whatever, you know. And I was like, here, just look at this and see if I'm catching something.
Yeah.
You've always been fair, objective. You know, come to your own conclusions, and
Exactly.
that's what I respect so much about you. You know,
And that's what I always encourage other people to do. It's like I'll present in the way I present this stuff in my videos is I'll say, okay, I have a theory. Here's how I think it goes, and then run a quick playthrough. Come to your own conclusions. Do you think I'm wrong on this aspect, that aspect? You know, what's your theory on this? And you know, other people, especially in that stream, they were unwilling to change any kind of way they were thinking. But I was listening in, and I was listening to the phone call, and I said, okay, I have corrections to make, and I've said those here today to you, because I'm not a chicken shit that does it in chat. I come up and say it. But yeah, it's one of those that I'm not going to lie. Whilst I was thinking through it, I kind of realized, in my opinion, I have a theory as to why you've not been so open. I did mention it in chat, so it is already out there. But maybe you can answer this for me, Ed. Were you the one that made the original report to NECMEC?
No, I was not.
That's fine. That's fine. My theory revolved around someone in that house finding something to report, making the report. The hashtag got reevaluated. They came and did the arrest. And the whole argument in that chat series, in the chat of that stream, I mean, was, well, if Ed was the one that made the report, why wouldn't he get rid of the drugs? My first question was, do the American police tell you when they're going to do raids on a house that you've reported?
No.
Yeah, so yeah, my old theory, which you've just thrown out. My old theory revolved around you being the one that reported it and not knowing when they would come, getting caught with what you got caught with, and going on from there. But clearly not. So,
yeah.
But, I mean, on the whole thing, this is America where people are innocent until proven guilty. And JT1 and I mean, I don't know. I like JT1.